Hello guys, this is CodeNCode and this is video editorial for the problem container with the most water, taken from top 100 like questions from Leetcode. The problem is of medium level difficulty and we'll be solving this problem using two-pointer method in linear time. So let's get started. Let's see what the problem statement says. So you can pause the video and check what the problem statement says. I'll explain this with an example. So you are given n lines, okay, and you are given their heights in form an array, heights array. I'm calling it array A, okay, it doesn't matter. So here you can see this is height of the lines. The width of the line you can consider negligible, okay. So these are the widths, or these are the heights of the lines. Now you have to find what is the maximum water that you can contain between two lines. So the answer of this test case is 79. How? See, the width of this, we are storing the maximum amount of water between these two lines, right? The distance between these two is of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of length 7, right? And their height is also of length 7, okay? So 7 times 7, this will be forming a rectangle, right? So you can find its area with the height into width, right? So that will be 7 into 7, that is 49, and that's why the answer is 49. So given the heights of the lines, you have to find what is the maximum water that you can contain between any two lines, okay, and that we have to print. And of course we'll be solving this problem using two-pointer method in linear time. So the prerequisites is simple. You should be comfortable with any programming language, and you should be, of course, you should have basic knowledge of two-pointer. Even if you I mean, this is optional. If you don't have it, don't worry, because you'll be learning one of the techniques, I mean one of the ways you can apply two-pointer method, okay. So don't worry if you have no idea. Now I want you to think about the solution yourself. That's why I'll be providing you a hint, and the hint is that for each line, okay, try to find out what is the maximum rectangular area that it can form, or basically for each line find out what is the maximum amount of water that it can trap with using certain other line, okay, with the help of some other line, because you need at least two lines to store some water, right? So for each line, try to find out what is the maximum area it can form with any other line, or what is the maximum water it can trap with the help of some other line, okay. So this is your hint. And now, have you ever felt trapped in something that doesn't align with you, but you still gotta do it on daily basis? For example, your job. Does it cost you your focus, opportunities, productivity, and happiness? If you nodded your head, you are surely not alone. If you're finding it difficult to juggle between your job and your personal life, it's a sign of being trapped in a job that you no longer enjoy. What can you do? Well, what do you do when you don't like a movie or a song or a stand-up comedian? Well, you grab the remote and change it, right? So why don't you do the same with your company? Grab the opportunity with Relevel by Unacademy and take the hiring ball in your court. Attempt the Relevel test for free of cost. Prove your growth and secure interview opportunities from top companies in India like Cred, Grow, Upgrade, Meesho, Koo, Yellow.ai, and many more companies. Looking for a higher pay package? Many of these companies offer package as high as 15 lakhs. All you need to do is take a Relevel test absolutely free of cost and open the doorway to your career and future. So let me tell you the registration process, how you can book your slot. So go to the link provided in the description of the video and click get hired. After that, you can select the type of job that you want to do. Suppose you want to work as for backend development, right? So click on that, click get hired, and after that you can pick your tech stack. Suppose I'm going with Python, select the date and book test, okay. If you are doing this for the first time, you can you need to fill some more details like graduation, what did you studied, how much experience do you have, and your current salary, okay. And after that, simply save, and now your slot will be booked. Now you can see one important thing, that you now don't have to upload your video resume at the time of booking your slot. To get selected for recruitment opportunities, you must score over 70% in the test and complete your Relevel profile and get the opportunity to interview with these amazing organizations. Now you might be wondering what is special about Relevel test compared to other recruitment processes. Well, with Relevel, you are skipping the competition for the job for the most sought after companies, sparing yourself a lot of rejections and almost every other hurdle between yourself and your dream job. Find all the people who took Relevel tests with their Relevel Achievers Twitter handle and see for yourself. So what are you waiting for? Visit Relevel and book your slot today. Now let's head back to our lecture. So how we'll be solving this problem is this. So this is the input, and of course this is its graphical representation. Answer will be initialized with 0. L and R are 2 pointers. L will be initialized with 0. It will be pointing to the first element, and R will be size -1 because that will be pointing to the last element, and the index of the last element will be of course size -1, right? So L and R, right? Now how we'll solve this problem is this. I told you that for each line we will try to find out what is the maximum water it can store with the help of some other line, of course, right? So if you look at these two lines, okay, L and R, what do you think? I mean, for this line left one and this line for the right one, which one will be able to satisfy the need of the other? This one needs the height of the other to be as much as 7 at least, right? Otherwise it won't be able to store this much water, right? Water at level 7, right? This is capable of storing water at level 7, while this is only capable of storing water up to level 1. So of course this will be able to satisfy need of the left one, right? And that means this is the one for which we can find out what is the maximum water it can store. Okay, so the maximum water this can store is this. What is the height? Height is of course 1. And what is the width? Width is clearly from here to here. I can utilize this line to form a rectangle with this line, okay? And hence what is the distance between them? That will be R minus L. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Width is 8 and height is 1, so 1 time 8 is 8. So my answer will be initialized with 8. I know that I have found out what is the maximum water that this can store, or this line can store. I have found out that. So now we are gonna scrap this. So L plus plus. Okay. Now again we have two lines, and out of these two lines, which one you think will be able to satisfy the need of the other? Of course the one which is having the higher height, right? Because this is having height 8 and this is having height 7. This requires the other to have at least 8 height, okay? And this requires other to have at least 7 height, which it is having. So we will be able to find out what is the maximum water this line can store, and that will be 7 because of its height times of course the distance between these two. Okay, distance between L and R is of course L minus R minus L, and yeah, when we incremented L, of course L became 1 from 0, right? So now the distance between them is 7, R minus L, and the height of this line is 7 also. 7 times 7 is 49, so answer will be updated with 49. And of course, since we have found out what is the maximum water we can store using this line, we'll scrap this, basically R minus minus. Okay, so now we are at these two. Of course you need to decrement R as well, R minus minus, so it will become 7 from 8. Now the same procedure will follow, and finally we'll stop when L is greater than R, okay, which represents invalid range, right? So now again we have L and R. The height of R is smaller than height of L, so what we'll do, of course this will be able to satisfy its need because this guy can help him find the maximum water that it can store. So what we'll do, again we'll find out the width, which will be R minus L, so 6, right, times the height of R. Height of R is actually 3 or 4, looks like 3. Yeah, 3, it is 3. So 3 times 6 is 18. Answer is already greater than that, and we want maximum, so of course answer won't be updated. And since we have found out what is the maximum what we can store for this, we will simply decrement R, so R will become 6, and we have to simply keep on doing the exact same procedure, and finally we'll have our answer. Okay, so if I show you the code, if you want to solve it yourself, go ahead, pause the video, try it yourself. Otherwise, here's the code. So what we are doing, let me increase the font size. L is initialized, of course, result is initialized with 0, L is initialized with 0, R is initialized with size -1. We'll run till the range is actually valid, that means L is less than R. If the height of L is less than equals to R, that means L will be able to satisfy its need. That means we can calculate the maximum water using height of L. So height of L times the width. width will be r minus l. We already know that, right? In that case, since l is able to satisfy its need, we will scrap l. That means we will increment l pointer. Otherwise, if height of r is actually smaller, that means r will be able to satisfy its needs. So height will be height of r, okay, and then width does not change, it is still r minus l. And of course, since we have found out what is the maximum water we can store using the line r, we will decrement r, okay. We'll scrap the rth line, so r minus minus. After that, simply return the result. If I show you, this is actually AC, okay. Here you see. So this is accepted solution. I'll be providing this solution in the description of the video, so don't worry about that. So yeah, this is how you solve this problem. And yeah, if you have any doubt or query or suggestion, of course, you can post it down in the comment section. So thank you guys for watching, and till the next video drops, keep coding. Thank you.